LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, what you gon' do with that? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you ain't built like that. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out.
Summer drawing to a close here in the southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Atlanta. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Off the play fake. Fox. Finds a man crossing route. He's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off play action. Fox. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
We've caught a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run. It's Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
He's brought down.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
This is Kelly. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKenzie. That's complete to his running back, Connor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. McKenzie. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid. The reason that they drafted him and go out and play.
Off the play fake. Fox. And incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fox. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Toss outright, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And it's 3rd down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Kendall Sheffield on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Steelers nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run with it. It's Kelly. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, McKenzie. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down, Steelers.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. McKenzie. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First carry for James Conner. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 19-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First and 10. McKenzie. That's caught by Kelly. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. McKenzie. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, McKenzie. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ted McKinley made his way into the backfield.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action. Fox. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down.
21, Todd Gurley, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
30-yard line.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Off the play fake. Fox going to throw deep for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. Here he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Conner. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. throwing on first down. Fox going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. McKenzie. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Ebron's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
First down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, McKenzie. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, McKenzie. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. McKenzie. And this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Steelers.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Kelly. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, McKenzie. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake. McKenzie looking deep here for Ebron. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. McKenzie. Got an open man. It's Washington. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third down.
Off play action. McKenzie. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
On first down, McKenzie. Just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
It's now second down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
6-yard line.
Off the play fake. Fox airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 36 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McKenzie going top shelf and got his man complete. Past the 20 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick.
For Pittsburgh.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, not giving up.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Smith-Schuster.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3. The Falcons, 24.
Flying time to his left. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Counter. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, McKenzie. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. And second back at the 33-yard line. Dante Fowler drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie. Maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. McKenzie. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This will be caught just inside the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
9-yard line.
Off play action. McKenzie. That's complete right around the 8. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
To number 23.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. So that one will be accepted. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fox. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball, stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
On third down, McKenzie. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. He can run, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Throwing on first down. Fox. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Fox. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
Could just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Y'all got room and y'all
Didn't
lead.
check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Pittsburgh.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Off play action. McKenzie. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Hail Mary. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Falcons, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.